Of all movie icons, the most unique has to be Bruce Lee. A true pioneer, his image and mannerisms are synonymous with martial arts to this day. All his films set consecutive box office records for Asian cinema at the time, but Enter the Dragon made him a global superstar. According to the New York Times, if you add up all the theatrical releases and several re-releases over the years, Enter the Dragon is one of the highest grossing films of all time when adjusted for inflation. Lee's untimely death just a week before the release of Enter the Dragon left his next film Game of Death unfinished, so the producers auditioned every martial artist that even remotely looked like him. A couple of these lookalikes were used to shoot the entire movie, with the real Lee's footage occasionally inserted into the film. The movie's plot was even changed to be about a famous martial arts actor who fakes his own death to fool the villains. This allowed the lookalikes to hide behind masks and disguises. Controversially, the movie even included news footage from Bruce Lee's real funeral as the hero's fake funeral. Despite horrible reviews, Game of Death was a huge success as expected. The martial arts genre, starring a bevy of fake Bruce Lees, was up and running. The titles of these movies were usually a combination or variation of his existing movies, like His Last Game of Death, Enter Three Dragons, New Fist of Fury, Bruce's Fist of Vengeance, and Exit the Dragon, Enter the Tiger. These movies usually fell into three categories. Category 1, fake biopics of Bruce Lee. These movies told fictitious versions of Bruce Lee's life, like A Dragon Story, The Dragon Lives, and Bruce Lee, the Man, the Myth, the Legend, and starred Bruce Lee with an I. Category 2, imposter Lee movies, where a lookalike is used to trick audiences into thinking they're watching the real Bruce Lee. Prominent examples include Return of the Tiger, Bruce and the Shaolin Bronzeman, Challenge of the Tiger, and Enter the Game of Death. In addition to Bruce Lee, these films also starred Bruce Lee, and Bruce Lee, among others. Category 3, complete nonsense. These were movies with elements of science fiction, James Bond, and even horror, with Bruce Lee randomly thrown in. Classics include Bruce Lee Fights Back from the Grave, The Dragon Lives Again, and Kung Fu Finger Book. New impersonators on this list starred Ramon Zamora, aka the Filipino Bruce Lee, Bruce Leung, Sing Lung, literally meaning becoming a dragon, and Bruce Thai. The most notable of these films was The Clones of Bruce Lee, which got several of the imposters together to flex in front of each other. Naturally, the audience just grew tired of this trend and also felt it disrespected the real Bruce Lee's legacy. But supporters of this genre claim that it was done more as a tribute than as an insult. The survival of hundreds of movie technicians depended on the martial arts film industry and Bruceploitation. The point of it, they claim, wasn't to exploit Bruce's image, but to prepare the next Bruce Lee who would then lead the industry. In a way, they were right. The industry was eventually saved by one of the imposters. Remember Sing Lung from New Fist of Fury? Realizing that copying Bruce Lee was not the way forward, he incorporated comedy into his fight scenes and changed his name to Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan's success ended Bruceploitation for good. His slapstick combat and dangerous stunts took Hong Kong cinema to the next level. Hollywood had also begun creating its own breed of martial arts action heroes, a style that endures to this day. When Sammo Hung made a parody called Enter the Fat Dragon, where all the lookalikes get beaten up by him, it became clear that the genre was over. Not before one last attempt though, with Jack and Bruce to the rescue, complete with imposters for both stars. The Bruce lookalikes themselves went on to careers of varying success, playing ghosts of Bruce Lee in American films or an exotic henchman fighter in Bollywood films. Even though it was in bad taste, these slew of imposters were a testament to the phenomenal star power that Bruce Lee had mustered. To this day, his image continues to break boundaries of culture, race, and language.